A popular area bike trail is about to get a major makeover. We'll share how long it's expected to be closed. And if you like scooters more than bikes, a new lawsuit may make you question using them in Milwaukee. And the latest on a massive search and rescue operation to save a youth soccer team in Thailand.
This is News 3 at 5:30.
Good evening and thanks for watching News 3 at 5:30. I'm Amanda Quintana. We start new tonight in Dane County, where authorities are looking for a 28-year-old named Aviles Garcia. Garcia is missing from the Dane County jail, where he's serving a sentence through the jail diversion program for drunk driving. Garcia is from Fitchburg, so police believe he could be there. Anyone with information should call 911. Madison police are looking for information that could lead to an arrest after a robbery at a pizza shop. Around 9 o'clock last night, a man in his mid-20s demanded money from the cashier at the Papa Murphy's on the 6,000 block of Gemini Drive near Cottage Grove Road on the Near East Side. The suspect was able to get away with some cash. Anyone with information is asked to call the Madison Police Department of the Madison Area Crime Stoppers. Two men are in the Dane County jail tonight after allegedly driving a rental car full of drugs. Officers say they were near a State Street parking ramp early this morning when they found a car that smelled of marijuana. The suspects inside the car were searched by deputies. One had fentanyl and the other had a handgun in his waistband. Inside the car, there was an assortment of drugs, including heroin, pills, marijuana, and another handgun. The Madison Fire Department says improperly discarded fireworks caused a fire on Friday night at an apartment building on the 500 block of West Washington Avenue. The fire was on the first floor of the building, causing all the residents to be displaced. Two people were trapped on the balcony on the second floor. The damage is estimated to cost $50,000. Today is the last day a portion of a popular Madison area bike trail will be open before repairs. Our Madeline O'Neill shows us what to expect with Capital City trail improvements and where bikers and pedestrians can turn in the meantime.
It's one of the most popular bike trails in the area, but starting tomorrow, the Capital City Trail will close starting here at Glacier Valley and Fish Hatchery Roads, all the way through here up to Knob Hill Road, all in hopes of fixing this pavement.
Beautiful day to be out here.
Nice day.
So far, it's smooth sailing for bike riders.
It's a pretty good path as far as paths go.
Well, for the most part.
There's bumps, there's ruts, there's low patches.
And then another obstacle on the path. Signpost up ahead shows closure.
That's going to affect us a lot.
Ron Sweeney and his bike team raise money for MS, using this stretch to train.
It's important we get our team out there and get them riding.
It's also important for commuters.
Well, this trail is kind of like a main artery into Madison.
An artery that needs some love.
It's getting pretty worse up here. It's getting pretty bumpy and pretty breaking up, so it definitely needs to be done.
Over the next 6 weeks, that's the plan. Dane County Parks will smooth out the pavement.
A lot of cracks, a lot of deteriorated asphalt.
But also improve signs and storm drainage.
A 6-week closure is over 20 years is pretty good, but I know there'll be a lot of people that are impacted by this.
They'll be able to use alternate routes like Cannonball Path, while the 6.5 miles of the Capital City Trail is blocked off.
The trail is 20 years old and it's in need of some major repairs.
That's something bike riders understand, knowing this brief detour will take them to a smoother path.
Absolutely, yeah, it'll be really nice.
6 weeks next year will be way better.
This is just phase 1 of the project. Phases 2 and 3 will continue improvements on the trail going west over the next 2 years. Reporting in Dane County, I'm Madeline O'Neill for WISC News 3.
Thank you, Madeline. And we do have some more information on alternate routes on our website. That's channel3000.com. All right, let's turn it over to meteorologist Lori Mercurio. You said you were just on a beautiful bike ride this morning.
I was, yeah, definitely just a perfect day for a bike ride, although a little bit warm as we ended closer to noontime today. And we do have warmer weather in the forecast this upcoming week as well. But this evening, just beautiful, clear blue skies overlooking our WISC-TV Skycam, and much of the region region enjoying clear skies as well. So abundant sunshine across the area, except up to the north, where there is a cold front producing some showers and thunderstorms across portions of the Dakotas and into northern Minnesota. That will head our way and could bring us maybe an isolated shower later tomorrow, but most of us will stay dry. It certainly is warm across the region, especially areas to the north. 90 in Minneapolis right now, 88 in Rhinelander, 87 in Eau Claire, and we have low to mid 80s here in southern Wisconsin. So it's warm, but at least dew points are relatively low, so it feels pretty nice outdoors. It's 84 in Janesville, 82 in Platteville, and 84 in the Dells right now. We'll have clear skies tonight, not quite as cool, with lows dropping into the lower 60s. Winds out of the south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow, though, we will be heating up into the upper 80s. We'll still be in the 60s at 7 a.m., 84 at noontime, the high 88 tomorrow. And we're talking heat index values in the 90s. More of that in your 10-day forecast. We'll take a look at that in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you so much, Lori. Rescuers are preparing to resume their efforts to free a boys soccer team from a cave in Thailand. Today, more than 2 weeks after they were trapped underground, 4 of them were brought safely to the surface. CBS's Meg Oliver has the story.
In Thailand, rescuers are gearing up for the next phase of their effort to free a youth soccer team trapped in a flooded mountain cave. On Sunday, divers escorted 4 of the 12 boys back to the surface, a 2.5-mile journey through a series of dark and flooded tunnels.
You can't make a horror movie that would even compare. And I've been involved in cave rescue for 30 years, and I cannot even think of one that was this complicated.
After the 4 emerged from the cave, they were rushed to the hospital in ambulances. Officials in charge of the operation said they're hoping to bring another group of boys out by Monday or Tuesday.
The good news is that the first phase was successful. They've had an opportunity to show it works. It's still dangerous, but it's much better odds for the remaining kids to come out now because of those initial ones.
Before they attempt another rescue, the dive teams have to refill their oxygen tanks and replenish the supplies along the route inside the cave. Meg Oliver, CBS News.
In a tweet on Sunday, President Trump praised the cave rescue operation and said the U.S. is working to support the Thai government's efforts. Well, you wouldn't be surprised to see planes taking off at Middleton Municipal Airport, but today you might have seen something a little more out of the ordinary. Families were on the tarmac and in the hangars enjoying a pancake breakfast. Organizers say this event is more than just a fun get-together. According to recent studies, there could be a shortage of about 1,400 airline pilots nationally by 2026. This breakfast was all about inspiring youth to get involved in aviation.
They're almost universally excited when you take them for an airplane ride. It's a fun thing that they get to do, but it's so different from anything they've done before that it always sticks with them. So it creates lifetime memories.
Hundreds showed up for the event, the biggest turnout organizers say they have ever seen. Well, coming up, you might have heard of the scooters riders are calling the birds. They're easy to use. Just activate them with your cell phone. Then you can leave them anywhere. Well, we'll tell you why the city of Milwaukee is suing the scooter company and trying to get the birds out of the city. Welcome back. Authorities in Sheboygan County are investigating a plane crash that happened last night. The sheriff's office says just before 8 o'clock last night, a privately owned plane flying from Washington Island was forced to land in a field south of County Highway FF and State Highway 32. Officials say the plane lost power while in the air. Luckily, neither of the two people in the plane were injured. 4 people in the Chicago area are recovering tonight after a medical helicopter crashed along I-57 last night. At around 9 o'clock, the helicopter pilot called Mayday and tried to make an emergency landing. 2 other crew members and a patient were on board at the time. The crew is in stable condition while the patient is in critical condition. One of the first Americans killed in action during the 1941 attack on Pearl Harbor is finally reunited with his family. Joseph Johnson was only 22 years old when he was among the 429 sailors and Marines killed aboard the USS Oklahoma. At the time, only 35 of those bodies were able to be identified, but last November, Johnson's nephew was notified that his remains had been found. Thanks to new technology and DNA testing, military scientists were finally able to make a match. A memorial service was held yesterday in Rushford, Minnesota to welcome Johnson home. Well, it's likely not a surprise to many who live in Madison, but a new study shows it's getting more expensive to rent. According to a study from the real estate data firm Yardi Matrix, the national average to rent is now at an all-time high of over $1,400. That is nearly a 3% increase from this time last year. Of the 250 biggest U.S. cities, 88% saw increased rent. In Madison, the average one-bedroom costs just over $1,000 a month. Experts say the increase is a sign of a booming economy and people moving to smaller cities where less apartments are. The city of Milwaukee is suing a scooter sharing business. Bird Rides, Inc. distributed 100 motorized scooters in Milwaukee late last month. The electric scooters are activated by your smartphone and can be left anywhere after a rider is done using one. According to the lawsuit, the city sent a letter to the company warning it that riding the scooters in Milwaukee is illegal. That's both on sidewalks and in the streets. The scooters can be found in different spots throughout the city, but those caught riding on a city sidewalk or a street could face a nearly $100 fine. The lawsuit claims the scooter company refused to stop operations in the city, and a lot of riders don't seem to care.
It's fun, it's easy, it's cheap. It's exciting, it's new.
Why does the city care about this? What harm is it doing?
The city is requesting a temporary injunction to have the scooters removed immediately. And in Milwaukee, it's the last day of summer tradition in Wisconsin. The Summerfest grounds are welcoming people for one last day before closing until next year. From noon until 3 today, people were able to get in for free. Arcade Fire and Manchester Orchestra will close out performances at the American Family Insurance Amphitheater. Other bands like Cheap Trick, Nelly, the Wallflowers, and Buck Cherry are also performing tonight. Well, will the beautiful weather continue? Lori has your first look forecast coming up next. Thanks for watching News 3 at 5:30.
Welcome back. The weather does not get much better than what we've had this weekend with abundant sunshine, warm temperatures, low humidity, so just a perfect time to be outdoors. Hope you had a chance to enjoy it. If not, we do have nice weather in the forecast this upcoming week, although it will turn warmer and more humid with at least some slight thunderstorm chances in the forecast as well. Out there right now, though, we have clear blue skies overlooking our sky cam from Queen Bee radio station in Platteville. Just a beautiful scene overlooking the farmland, and of course, again, sunny skies. So just beautiful outdoors. Temperatures have certainly been very comfortable in the low to mid 80s, and much of the region enjoying more of the same as well. Clear skies with high pressure in place across the region. So that'll keep things quiet here tonight. And for the most part, as we head toward tomorrow, up to the north and west, you will notice those showers and thunderstorms across portions of the Dakotas heading into northern Minnesota. That's with a cold front that will bring us maybe an isolated shower or thunder shower as we head toward late tomorrow afternoon and into the evening, but most of us will stay dry. Temperatures, though, will be heating up, and that certainly is the case across virtually the entire region. We have 80s anywhere to about 90 degrees in many locations. Typical spots, of course, the central and southern plains, 90 degrees in Wichita, Kansas City, upper 80s for Omaha, but also 90 in the Twin Cities, upper 80s for places in northern Wisconsin. It's 86 degrees in Wausau, 84 here in the Madison area, and we are going to see warmer weather here, especially tomorrow, but then several days over the next 10 days as well. Well, that temperature of 84 in Madison is the high so far today. We went from 59 to 84 degrees. 82 and 61 are average for this time of year. So we will see temperatures at and mainly above average here over the next week. Out there right now, we have beautiful, again, clear blue skies. Current reading is 84 degrees in Madison. Winds are out of the south at 10 miles an hour. Dew point's comfortable at 59 degrees, but that will be climbing as well. Current temperatures vary from 83 in the Dells to 84 in Janesville, 86 degrees in Boscobel, and is 85 in Lone Rock. Those dew points not too bad, upper 50s and low 60s right now, but they will be climbing into the mid to upper 60s tomorrow. Future track will show temperatures dropping from the 80s into the lower 60s tonight, so still comfortable, but not as cool as what we've had lately. Cold front moves in from the north, and there you see it by 5 p.m. Could see an isolated shower or thunder shower into the nighttime hours, but again, most of us stay dry. Temperatures, though, start to climb into the mid 60s for lows on Tuesday, and still into the mid 80s for highs as we head toward Tuesday and Wednesday. Your forecast for tonight: clear skies, not as cool, 63 for the overnight low, with a south to southwest wind at 5 to 10 miles an hour. Tomorrow we start to heat things up, upper 80s for highs, partly sunny skies. Again, maybe an isolated late day shower or thunder shower. We're talking heat index values tomorrow will be in the low to mid 80s as we head into the afternoon, but we lose the humidity as we head toward Tuesday. Another great day, 83 for the high, 86 on Wednesday, warmer as well, and then more humid certainly by Thursday, upper 80s or at least mid 80s. It's going to feel like upper 80s to low 90s though, and then we'll have upper 80s, low 90s Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Heat index values at least into the low to mid 90s, and just generally slight chances for showers and thunderstorms. Better chance this weekend though will come on Sunday.
Yeah, it's been nice to not feel that humidity for a little.
Oh, but it'll be returning.
It's coming back. Yeah. All right, thank you. The Brewers bats come to life today. Highlights from Miller Park coming up next in sports.
So the Brewers front office had a bit of a busy morning, if you will. Several roster changes, so here is what went down. Lorenzo Cain activated from the disabled list, playing for the first time since June 24th. Ryan Braun back on the DL with a back strain. Manny Pena joining him there with a left bicep strain. Corbin Burns and Nate Orff called up from AAA. Aaron Wilkerson optioned to AAA, and Mike Zagurski designated for assignment. Got all that? We got it visually in there for you for some help. Okay, so to the game now today. Brewers looking much better today against the Braves. Big third inning, already up 2-0 Brewers. Hernan Perez, a shot out to center field, 3-run home run, 5-0 Brewers. Fast forward now to the 7th. Jesus Aguilar crushes that Sam Freeman pitch to right field. One of his 2 home runs on the day, 6-1 Brewers. 8th inning now, Eric Thames, 452 feet into the second deck there, his 13th home run of the year. Brewers bats are alive again, 10-3 the final score. They'll head to Miami tomorrow. The Brewers have the best record in the National League, but the team evidently looking to beef up that roster a little more in the form of Baltimore Orioles shortstop Manny Machado. 7 teams aiming to trade for the 26-year-old, and the Dodgers and Brewers are reportedly the 2 most aggressive contenders. Machado has had a ridiculous 2018 season, batting .310 with 21 home runs in 87 games. His contract expires at the end of the season. Cubs, a game and a half behind the Brewers coming into this game. Extra innings, bases loaded for David Bodie, and it's a walk-off walk. Perhaps a little uneventful, but the Cubs will take it. They win 6-5. Cubs in San Francisco tomorrow night. The Bucks in Summer League action tonight against the Mavericks. They're off to a 1-0 start to the season in Vegas. The Bucks beat the Pistons on Friday 90-63. P.S. Fun little fact, Travis Trice on the Bucks Summer League roster. He's the older brother of Badger guard Demetric Trice. Meanwhile, the Bucks and free agent center Brooke Lopez coming to an agreement today. The 30-year-old player played for the Lakers last season and will reportedly sign a 1-year, $3.4 million deal with the Bucks. He should be the starting center. And by the way, this move has Milwaukee $15 million below the hard cap, with restricted free agent Jabari Parker still unsigned. Phil Mickelson turning some heads at Greenbrier today. Hole 7, you see in the left corner there, stomps down on some grass in front of the tee box before hitting. And after consulting with a rule official, he was given a 2-stroke penalty for improving his line of play, taking a double bogey on that hole, but finishing the tournament at 1 under par, shot a 74 on the day. Finally tonight, this would make our engineers here cringe. 5th inning of yesterday's A's-Indians game, Edwin Encarnacion going foul right into the lens of one of the cameras that was shooting the game for NBC Sports California. The lens was, of course, as you see there, shattered. And these lenses apparently can cost up to $200,000. That is just for the lens. Shattering the hopes and dreams of the guy that was shooting the game there. But I'm sure they can replace it.
I'm sure. Hopefully he's not in trouble.
No. Hopefully not, right?
All right, thank you. That's sad. All right, we'll be right back. First on Fox 47 News at 9, 2 paint manufacturers hoping to wipe out hundreds of millions of dollars in legal obligations could send the issue to voters, why one family says they want to see them held responsible. That's tonight on Fox 47. Well, let's take a final look at the forecast.
Yeah, nice warm week ahead. Tonight we'll see clear skies, lows dropping into the lower 60s, and we start to heat up as we head toward tomorrow. It will be certainly warmer and more humid. Could call it a hot day. 88 for the high, heat index values in the low to mid 90s. Could see a late day shower. That would be isolated at best, so most of us will stay dry. And that'll be the case for Tuesday and Wednesday. Sunshine, less humid for Tuesday, 83, 86 on Wednesday, mid 80s on Thursday, and then upper 80s Friday, Saturday, Sunday. More humid as well with a slight chance of a storm.
All right, thank you so much. We will see you again at 10 o'clock. Have a great night.
Download the new Channel 3000 app and get alerted on your mobile device the minute news breaks. Wherever you go, be the first to know with Channel 3000.